Hi, welcome to another episode of Montana Shares, your opportunity to find out about the nonprofits that make our state so great. I'm your host, Bill Crane, and today I have Rebecca from the Montana Discovery Foundation with me. Hello, Rebecca.
Hi there.
How are you liking this sunny day out there?
It was getting pretty hot when I got in here.
Yeah, without a doubt. So you're one of our new member groups, and welcome aboard. Tell us about what Montana Discovery Foundation is all about, kind of the high-level view.
Yeah, it's a question I get asked a lot. We are a great nonprofit in the area, and we've been doing work here since 1999. And we're still working on marketing and trying to get the word out about what we do and what we provide to the community. So once I start talking about the programs that we do, people realize, oh yeah, we've done that for years. We've been benefiting from your programs, but they don't necessarily know our names. So the short answer is that we are the Friends of the Helena, Lewis and Clark National Forest. All of our programs are provided in partnership with the Forest Service, and we do interpretation and education alongside the Forest Service. Some of our programs are really beneficial to the kids in the area, so all the kids in Lincoln and Townsend and Boulder and Helena and East Helena get the opportunity to go snowshoeing because of Helena Snow School that we are leading at this point. We have the Adopt a Species program, and all of those schools get a different trunk for a different wildlife species every year. We start off the year with an assembly that has a live animal there. This past year we had live reptiles and amphibians come into all the schools for the assemblies. This coming year we'll probably do birds of prey once again. And then the end of the year, you probably, if you subscribe to the Helena Independent Record, you might have this newspaper insert that we put out every year, and that has all the contest winners for the art and writing contest that the kids do for Adopt a Species. We have the International Migratory Bird Day Festival. Hundreds of families go out to get excited about the outdoors, go to one of the best birding locations in Helena, and get to go do some fun activities and learn about birds.
You can't keep it secret. Where's the best birding location?
One of the best is the Helena Regulating Reservoir, although a lot of people are finding some great birds out behind the Kmart. And there's a little wetland there, and there's apparently a lot of birds that go there, and so people go out there to identify some birds. Okay. We have Celebrating Wildflowers that brings fourth graders out to Mount Helena, and actually adults and families can go out to Mount Helena the last week in May and go do a self-guided wildflower hike. We've got a lot of flags in the ground and help you identify each of the flowers. But the fourth graders are really who that program is for, and they get to go, whether they're low-income school or not, they get to come and learn about some of the wildflowers. Leading up to that in the classrooms, they actually have the opportunity to do a different art contest, and they illustrate some stories. Most of those stories are from Native American traditions in Montana. And we do moonlight hikes and wildflower walks on public lands. We participate in the Youth Forest Monitoring Program, which brings area high school students into an internship program that is paid, and they get to go do field work all summer and collect scientific data that land managers then use to make their decisions about how our public lands are used.
So do you have an example of that one? That fascinates me right out of the gate.
So we actually have a presentation every summer that they can present their final data, but they will go out to specific sites on the forest and, for instance, monitor the health of a stream. They might go look at how many weeds are in an area and whether weed treatment needs to be done. There's a lot of invasive weeds out on our public lands that just get spread. And if they can do some of the treatments themselves, they will, but they could also make recommendations for different practices that the land managers could recommend. So they've got soils programs and just really great stuff.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so our high school students get paid internships, and they can apply each spring to get that. We have signs that we create for public land use. We also do site stewardship, so some of our great Forest Service rental cabins are pretty historic, and so we might do some tours there. We got Charter Oak Mill and Mine Site, which is a really loosely known, not a lot of people know about Charter Oak, but it's a really neat place that is publicly owned and that people can go visit and explore and get a tour occasionally. So that's some of the things that we do.
So you have a plethora of pretty much anything from young kids through adults, ways to get us out into national forest.
Yes, we do.
Okay, wonderful. So, I mean, all this sort of fits into an overarching umbrella of conservation, right?
Yeah, so
Talk about conservation.
Okay, we've been talking for years about getting kids outdoors and why it's so important. We usually talk about, the benefits to mental health and physical health. We'll talk about stewardship and environmental conservation and things like clean air and water that we can get from a connection with nature. We talk about wildlife conservation, the ability to hunt our own food. But in Montana, we're kind of special because our economy really depends on a connection with nature. If you think of our economy, we have tourism, but we also have agriculture, we have timber industry, we have mining, and all those require people to know about the land around us and the things that we can get from them and the interactions that are out there. So public lands can provide us not only with recreation opportunities, they help provide us with a livelihood. Our water supply here in Helena comes from the Forest Service land, so all of our drinking water. Timber products that we use every day, minerals that we use every day. If you like indoor plumbing, you probably have to think about the mineral industry, the mineral extraction industry, and a lot of that happens on public lands.
I was pondering this today earlier, and it brought to mind the Dominican Republic and Haiti, one island where they've got a border where one side Haiti's not really taking care of their natural resources. You can see the border; it's just like denuded here and then forested here, and so I think it's really important. That island mentality is a good way to demonstrate how important conservation really is to humanity.
There's really no boundary, and we need a balance between preserving land and not touching it. We do have wilderness areas in the Forest Service, and it's really, really important. But we also have needs in our society, and we need to not only be able to enjoy our lands, but to get the things that we need from them.
Right. So just to go a little deeper, the younger kids, it probably goes out to the schools pretty automatically, but say these internships, is that something that's all on your website if you're a high school student and you're interested in something like that?
Yeah, some of that stuff is most of that stuff is on our website, but it does connect to the Forest Service. If it's, for instance, the Youth Forest Monitoring Program internships, the Forest Service kind of puts that on their website, but we help them provide the stipends for the interns and things like that. So we're heavily involved.
Other walks and hikes and stuff, probably the best place to look is Facebook and your website?
Yeah, our Facebook page is where we post a lot of that stuff. We try to get it into the newspaper, but once you go on our website, there's this really fun little pop-up that tells you need to put in your email address. You don't have to. You can click out of it, but that is a good way to get information about our upcoming events.
Keeps you up to date without filling your mailbox with junk.
Yep, and people can sign up to volunteer with us on our website too. So there's quite a few things. Get information about all our programs too.
Okay, wonderful. So get the word out there so people know who you are, even though they've been using you for the last, 15 years or so, 16 years?
Yep.
What else can they do to support you?
So we always need donors. That is one of our big things. Our programs are almost entirely free to people around the area. We're funded by donations. We're funded by grants, agreements with the Forest Service. We have small gift shops at several of the Forest Service locations. So if you shop at the gift shops, that's one way to support us. You can volunteer, but donate. Buy from our shops. If you need an extra Helena National Forest map, a small portion of the proceeds of each map sale goes to the foundation. Participate in our programs, and really importantly, fight for our public lands. Keep that for us.
You bet. So what can people look forward to?
So the Master Naturalist program is led by the Fish, Wildlife, and Parks and by us. All of our programs are partnerships, and excuse me, several of our programs can be found throughout the year. And the Master Naturalist program, consider signing up for that. It runs once a year. It's a week-long program at the end of June, and participants will learn about skills to identify plants and animals in the area. They'll learn about the ecology of our area and have a really fun opportunity to go to the Beartooth Wildlife Management Area and there's a really nice facility there, so that's kind of a perk of going to the Master Naturalist program. We have free education programs that go into schools, summer camps, after-school programs, clubs, pretty much you name it. We provide it. We sign up for tours, not necessarily private, but group tours of the Charter Oak Mill and Mine, things like that all summer. And you can find us at fair booths, the kids' tent over at the Red Ants Pants Music Festival. We've done library story hour. If you know anyone that is interested in any programs about the outdoors, they can contact us.
Mm-hmm. And so kids in the woods, it's something I really care about. My grandkids wander around in the woods as much as I can get them out there. You say there are summer camps that you do?
Yeah, so we don't provide summer camps. If a summer camp needs a lesson on an environmental topic, we will come in and do it. Yeah, so it doesn't matter if it's a public or private summer camp. We usually go to anyone's
You're there
group.
to help fill in the information.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what do you want to wrap up on? What's a carry away thought?
So I've got a couple things I'm going to leave you with. I've got the newspaper insert, this little sticker. Montana Discovery Foundation sticker for you. And the Forest Service is running a campaign. It's one of my favorite campaigns they've ever done, but the It's All Yours campaign, and I have a bunch of stickers, and they must have 30 different stickers of all the different things you can do on public lands. There's the hunter sticker and everything, so I'll leave you with all of those, but it's all yours, so go and enjoy the National Forests and participate in our programs.
I think that's a great slogan. It's all yours, National Forests. So great, wonderful, Rebecca. Thanks for coming on and helping me find out more about a group that I didn't know that much about. I appreciate it.
Well, now you do, and now you can come join us.
You bet. Thank you. Thank you guys for tuning in, as always, and have a wonderful evening.